start of another bonkers weekend.
Nearly gonna drive me round the bend.
The Essential Selection on Radio 1.
Friday night live and direct from the world famous studios of Radio 1. The Essential Selection. Welcome to the weekend. And I suppose you want to know what's on the programme. Well, we managed to have a run through this afternoon and we took some highlights, and it's going to sound like this between now and 10.
Well-known pimp, narcotics king, big-time racketeer, back in full force.
This could be one of the big moments in your life. Don't make it your last.
Look, this thing might be bigger than even we think it is.
All this before 10, eh?
公元515年，佛教禅宗达摩祖师由天竺传到东来，著《易筋经》于少林寺壁上。
Sounds like fun. Sounds like the weekend.
Come on, baby. Come on. I won't let you down. Follow me.
This week's Movers and Shakers until 7:30. We reveal the identity of this week's Essential New Tune at about 7:50. Then at 8 o'clock, we enter our 30-minute complete club country zone, including the usual suspects, the top 5 club nights out, plus Armand Van Helden on the phone. Call cuts between 8:30 and 9. And if you reckon yourself with a bit of a sad old spotter, then check out the legendary competition at 9, and you could be getting your hands on some tickets and a fat stack of CDs. We finish off with the Friday night hot mix from 9:30 till 10. Oops. And the Prodigy. Friday night, the Essential Selection, the official start to the weekend. I have it, it's in my hand. The Fat of the Land, the new Prodigy album, Diesel Power. Maybe we'll play some more. Also coming tonight, Portishead world premiere on their single. Todd Terry, The Primal Scream, Ronnie Styles, Armand Van Helden, Stretch and Burn, to name but a few. Friday night, the Essential Selection, as good a record as we can think of to play as we pull the curtains and let the weekend in. Oakenfold and Osborne giving Embrace a twist, and one big family.
This week's Movers and Shakers.
in your face. Rip it up, trip it all. Foot through the floor. Especially for everyone at Cream last Saturday night, the rearrangement of the rooms. I was in there with Nick Warren and Paul Oakenfold, and it was slamming, and I'm going to miss it now. I'm not back there till the end of August, but absent makes the heart grow fonder, doesn't it? Of course, we have our complete Club Country guide between 8 and 8:30 tonight to prompt you into a few sexy suggestions as to where you should be placing yourself tonight, tomorrow night, and a bit of Sunday. And but if you have something that you think we should know about, do call us up 0500 110 100. If you've lined up yourself a top weekend, let us in on it. 0500 110 100 on the telephone, 0645 110 100 on the fax line. A bank of leases to answer your phone calls tonight. Pete.Tong at bbc.co.uk on the email. Apollo 440 in a sound clash with Matthew Roberts, Raw Power. Before that, Oakenfold and Osborne on Embraces, One Big Family. And before that, The Prodigy and Diesel Power.
Your weekend warm-up with Pete Tong.
Rising Sun, Massive Attack, last week's Essential New Tune. Todd Terry, Something's Going On, former Essential New Tune. And another former Essential New Tune, forthcoming on XL, Slacker and Your Face.
Selection. The official weekend arousal.
Have you lined up a little something for the weekend? If you have, don't be a stranger. Let us in on it. Hand it over. 0500 110 100 on the phone. Fax line 06451 110 100 on the fax line. Pete Tong at bbc.co.uk on the email. Keep it tidy. Slacker Your Face, previous Essential new tune, and that alternative version of the Massive Attack tune, Underworld, on the remix of Rising Sun, forthcoming from their third studio album. You'll hear it first here.
This week's Movers and Shakers.
Just little old us, the Essential Selection crew, and our favourite tunes. Adrian Sherwood on the controls. New track from Primal Scream. forthcoming album that heralds a return to Screamadelica form. Primal Scream, Star, Sherwood on the dub. And an album, a record that will certainly be vying for the position of most played album when you all come back to mine after a mashed night out. What do you reckon?
This week's Movers and Shakers. An essential selection. World exclusive.
First play last week for Blue Boy's new single, Sandman. Now Fire Island on the knobs. Blue Boy, the new single. Fire Island's interpretation is called The Sandman. That is forthcoming for the summer. Our Train Spotter competition tonight. Bit of a techno flavour at 9 o'clock. If you can spot our classic mystery tune, you could be winning yourself a copy of Transient Dawn, a copy of Ministry of Sound Classics, double CD, mixed by Judge Jules, Global Underground, Club Meets Dub, Volume 3.0, Reactivate 12, mixed by Blue Peter, which is excellent, and a pair of VIP passes to Twisted Funk at Venom in London to see Dave Angel and Darren Emerson on any Wednesday of your choice, and this week's essential new CD, Under the Flight Path by Darren Price.
This week's Movers and Shakers.
Record's been out a while, but a lot of inquiries about this. Big song, crawls up your trouser leg. Played in London this week as well at the WAG Club. Symmetrics, Life Goes On.
When you're out there looking for what you need,
it looks tonight on Radio 1 and indeed the whole weekend. Your gateway to the weekend, the Essential Selection, is followed by One in the Jungle at 10 featuring DJ Force live from Japan with MC Navigator on the mic and the Radio 1 Rap Show, of course, midnight till 3. Westwards joined by DJ Cash Money. Tomorrow night, Love Groove Dance Party kicks off the sweep at 6:30 with the legendary Danny Rampling. Radio 1 Rap Show, 9 o'clock, part 2 with Westward, of course. Dance all night with Goldfinger at midnight, and we are very pleased to be crossing to Belfast for the Essential Mix 2 till 4, Saturday night into Sunday morning with David Holmes.
This week's Movers and Shakers. Friday night at Radio 1, and it's all gone a bit Pete Tong.
Tough jam, get hold of Rosie Gaines, Closer Than Close, for a Tough Jams compilation forthcoming on the Satellite label. That is tops. Now, one of the most pleasing additions to your late spring, early summer sort of vibe can be a new copy of Herb Garden. We have the new issue in front of us, and great features in there, of course, very amusing. Don't take yourself too seriously if you're in the music business. Anyway, choice features that we can talk about on the radio this month include Media Hysteria, a choice look at some of the weird and wonderful magazines from around the world, which include the adult baby catalogue from Germany. And the Wild Women feature features Tallulah Bankhead, a product of the Roaring Twenties. She was expelled from school at the age of 10 for flashing at the gardener and throwing her ink pot at the Mother Superior. And Gits Gallery, a popular feature. We've got Photoshop and we don't know how to use it. This month, Gary Barlow looking, let's say, a little different to usual. Looking about 6 in the morning, we reckon, after a big night out. If you can't get hold of Herb Garden at your local corner shop, you have to send off to Herb Garden PO Box 334, Dewsbury, West Yorkshire, WF134YX. I'm sure you have to send some money or something, or just maybe say please, please, please. Herb Garden PO Box 34, Dewsbury, West Yorkshire, WF134YX. Thank you. And that's how it is.
Friday night, the Essential Selection on Radio 1.
If you're a Back to Basics fan, by the way, I have a very important announcement at just after 8 on our Club Country headlines. Right, let's just make sure we've got everything for a big night out tonight. We've got fags, we've got shoey, we've got lipstick, tissues, front door key, got a bus fare home, pen and paper, condoms, Rizzler, I don't know what that's for, hairbrush, spare pair of knickers? Nah. Spare pair of tights, what do you reckon? They sell them in the toilets now these days, though. Don't need them. Getting ready for the weekend, the Essential Selection each and every Friday night. Full of new records on this show, you know that. The Knowledge and Until the Day. And how about this?
The Essential Selection on Radio 1.
passed it about, told us what's going on there on their weekend. Pally, Eric, Arup and the gang are off to the Arches in Glasgow tomorrow night for the Colours Party and to celebrate Eric's 19th birthday. And the Leicester crew will be mad for it tomorrow night at Gay Crashers Summer Ball with Tor Paul, Judge Jules and Danny Rampling. Lloyd, Sam and Tom from Wales are off out tonight with CJ to the Escape Club in Swansea. Wait for it to see their mate Dominic Williams, who is now, following his appearance on this show as the winner of Talent 2000, a resident DJ at the Escape Club, I'll have you know. Stars in her eyes, this programme, you know. Bruno and the Buxton crew are up for a mad night tonight at the Experience at the Marcus Garvey Centre in Nottingham this evening. And the British girlies are out on the rampage tomorrow. Kelly, Michelle, Rachel and Vicky, the hostesses with the mostesses, are off to Gooseflesh at Bowlers in Manchester to see the K-Class boys do their stuff. Great reworking of a late 70s classic. Louis Vega on the re-edit, Atmosphere on a new label this time, Disorient, Dancing in Outer Space. We have this week's essential new tune, a world premiere on the new single, the first from their second album from Portishead, coming up next. Do not miss it.
What have we got now?
The essential new tune.
So here it is then, the first release from their second album. It's called Cowboys. Eagerly awaited. They are back. This week's essential new tune, straight out of Portishead. Cowboys. Dark and devious, just how you like it. And a hand, because it's a pleasure to have them back, isn't it? We missed them. First album, I think, came out in 1995. Mercury Music Prize winner, of course, Cowboys, the first single from the next Portishead LP. Talking of award winners, this could be up for a few. New Forms, name of the Ronnie Sires album. Ronnie Sires represents, of course. From the debut album, Ronnie Sires represents New Forms, Destination.
Pete Tong's Complete Club Country. The headlines.
Okay, then straight into the headlines. The Blue Note in London's Hoxton Square is launching a new venture called Foreign Exposure. Their aim is to champion overseas dance music, and it starts next week with Dimitri from Paris, Mighty Bop and DJ Yellow appearing on the 17th of June, that's Tuesday, plus DJ Cam and DJ BNX on the 18th of June. And legendary Leeds club Back to Basics is to close this Saturday after 6 years. The club suffered after the owners of its venue, the Pleasure Rooms, went bankrupt 3 months ago. The Basic promoters have promised to return with a new venue in Leeds later this year. However, their record label and the club in Coventry won't be affected. So there you go, the last night of Back to Basics this Saturday at the Pleasure Rooms. And finally, according to a recent survey, 1/5 of the students at Reading University chose to study there because it's close to the club Checkpoint Charlie. Still to come in our complete club country zone, the usual suspects line up on the Essential Selection answer phone, our top nights out this weekend, and Armand van Helden on the phone.
I got shot in the head by a man who had been aiming at me I got the baby from my doorstep. Love can hurt. Love can hurt. Love can hurt. Love can hurt. I got shot in the head by a man who had been aiming at me for many days. No smell at all, just blood taste. No pain at all. Then I died. No pain at all. No pain at all. No pain at all. Love can hurt. Love can hurt.
On the fax line, Pete Tong at bbc.co.uk. On the email. don't know what those records were. Shot in the Head, Jamie Myerson on the mix, Ragger and the Jack Magic Orchestra, another former Essential New tune. We stick with them here, you know. And 3D from DBA out of Bristol.
I'm sorry, but the person you're calling is not available.
The usual suspects.
Please leave your message after the tone. First, new message.
Hi Pete, it's Graham Park. How you doing? Just thought I'd give you a call to let you know what I'm up to this weekend. Tonight, Friday, I'll be at Sutra, which is at the University of West England down in Bristol. And then tomorrow night, Saturday, I'm returning to the town that I started DJing at years ago at 0G at Essence in Nottingham. So hopefully I'll see you all there. But whatever, have a great weekend.
Next, new message.
Hi Pete, this is Lisa Loud. I'm on my way to Nottingham playing at Essence. It's a Minx magazine party. I'm DJing with DJ Sonique and Lindsay Layton from Hard Knocks. So that should be a giggle. And then tomorrow night I'm at the White House in Newmarket, and then I'll be going on to Weave at Adrenaline Village to check out Armand Van Helden. So a jam-packed weekend. I'm sure it'll be a good one. See ya!
Next, new message.
Hi Pete, it's Dave Seaman, just reading with my whereabouts for this weekend. I've got a night off tonight, a much needed night off. Well, hey, but then tomorrow I'm at Cream, standing in for Nick Warren, who's away this week. Oki and John Please down there as well, so looking forward to that. Then Sunday, it's a social one down to Chuff Chuff, Darkest Berkshire. Have a good weekend, see you soon, bye.
Next, new message.
Alright Pete, Scott Bond. Tonight I'm playing at Applejacks in Reading, and tomorrow I'm playing at Republica at Baker's in Birmingham, and the Gatecrasher Summer Ball at the Sanctuary, Milton Keynes. See you later.
End of messages. Messages deleted.
The usual suspects. You know I love you.
Hey?
Del Parque. Subtle hint, the weekend's just kicked off.
The Essential Selection on Radio 1.
George tonight. Stop this, Juggle George tonight. Stop this, Juggle George tonight. Juggle jaw tonight. Juggle jaw tonight. Juggle jaw tonight.
Ninos Del Park from Plastic Noise and Dubplate from the Soundscape. New out of the Cross-Track stable. Live and direct each and every Friday night, the Essential Selection, the official gateway to the weekend, and with some more weekend activity. Stand by.
Pete Tong's complete club country. The 5 hottest dance floors across the UK.
Armand Van Helden's coming up on the phone with his weekend, but first we've got our top 5 nights out, courtesy of Mix Mag. Number 1, it's sweaty backside time tonight with a techno and drum and bass spectacular. Bullet at the end will feature top spinners Stacey Pullen, Matthew B, Mr. C and Doc Scott. Batten down the hatches for number 2 on our list, down on the south coast as those Wall of Sound boys take over Brighton's Big Beat Boutique tonight. Oh, God, with John Carter, Derek DeLarge, the Dirty Beatniks, and the one and only Mark Jones. Lock up your daughters, lock up everything. Number 3, there's some awesome stuff on offer at Checkpoint Charlie's Summer Special on Saturday night. Carl Cox, Mr. C again, Sister Bliss, Mrs. Wood, and Fabio and Groove Rider provide the entertainment at Reading's Rivermead Complex. Number 4, order your headache tablets now if you're planning on bombing down to Lush in Portrush on Saturday night. Northern Ireland, Seb Fontaine, Lawrence Nelson and Cole Hamilton are guaranteed to get your temples throbbing. And finally, number 5 on our list, check out the Mixed Mag Club Tour tomorrow night. Driving the tour bus to Colours at the Arches in Glasgow will be Michael Kilkey, John Mancini, Jackie Morrison, Ian Boney, Clark, Chris Keegan and Crosby.
Pete Tong's Complete Club Country.
And I've got Armand Van Helden on the phone right now. Good evening.
What's up, baby?
How are you?
Good.
You're on a rare visit to the UK. We don't get the pleasure very often.
Yeah, true. I like to stay home and make beats, do my thing.
Tell us about your weekend. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, tonight I'm at Doubt in Manchester. And tomorrow I'm at Weave, Adrenaline Village in London.
Near Battersea Power Station.
Yeah, you got it.
Right.
And then the 27th I'm in Glastonbury. And then I go on to Cream after that.
Be fantastic. All right, and you've just finished your new album, your proper studio album.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it's a hip-hop album, straight up urban hip-hop album. It's a fun record, party record. Basically, a bunch of party anthems. It's not a rocket science album, it's not going to be an amazing musical feat. It's a fun record. I think it'd be real good for the moment of what's going on now.
I've heard a couple of cuts. It's certainly it's slamming.
Yeah.
And tell us about your big tune for the weekend, because that's a track from the record.
Yeah, Ultra Funkular will definitely be the joint. It's like another up-tempo funk track.
Funk Phenomena Part 2. But
you got it.
All right.
You got it.
All right, Armand, I'm going to hook up with you tomorrow night at Adrenaline Village.
All right, no doubt, baby.
Have yourself a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, Pete.
See ya.
Okay.
Large current flavour. Ultra Funkular Armand Van Helden on a noisy mobile phone on his way to Bugged Out in Manchester tonight. Adrenaline Village next to Battersea Power Station. First London appearance for a long, long time tomorrow night. Thanks, Armand. We have the new numbers on the Cool Cuts Countdown next. Stand by.
The all-new Cool Cuts Countdown.
We count down the top 20 in-demand tunes at the counters of the nation's cooler record stores. The DJ selection. Narcotic Squad. The Illegal EP at 20. It's No Good from Depeche Mode. On US Mute at 19. And Dave Angel. On 4th and Broadway. The Tokyo Stealth Fighter at 18. Brave Angel at 18 on the countdown. New single, Tokyo Stealth Fighter. Stack of remixes on there as well.
The Cool Cuts Countdown.
17, Always from MK, and I just love this. Absolutely mad. A perfect marriage, I reckon. Natural Born Chillers.
Feel this, check me out, come on. Feel
Gonna sound clash with the Jungle Brothers and Brain. New single on G Street.
Feel this, check me out, come on. 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 Check me out. I got so much funky shit inside my brain. I couldn't explain. You wouldn't understand, I couldn't explain. You dig it? I got so much funky shit inside my brain. I couldn't explain. You wouldn't understand, I couldn't explain. You dig it? I got so much funky shit inside my brain. I couldn't explain. You wouldn't understand, I couldn't explain. You dig it? Funky shit inside my brain. I couldn't explain. You wouldn't understand, I couldn't explain. You dig it? I got so much funky shit inside my brain. I couldn't explain. You wouldn't understand, I couldn't explain. You dig it?
Danny Lee and another Danny and Sus from London and Cambridge are off to Gatecrash tomorrow night to give it some with Tall Paul, as you do. Russ and Steve from Stoke-on-Trent are up for it tomorrow night. They'll be at Adrenaline Village. to see Armand Van Helden. And Danny and Ian from Norwich are off to Milky Lunch tomorrow night to go for it with Al Mackenzie. And Sammy, Kingsley, Simon, Lucky and Spence, who's 25 today, will be having it tomorrow. Also, a Gatecrashers Summer Ball.
Cool cuts. Countdown.
Jungle Brothers with Natural Born Chillers. Brain at 16. Lion Rock, She's on the Train. New single at 15. Flashback, Lauren Garnier at 14. Express Yourself, Jimmy Polo at 13. 12. Troubled Girl, Karen Ramirez. 11, Dindada from Kevin Aviance on Wave. H2O and Satisfied at 10. Put Your Faith in Me, Alison Limerick at 9. Grace, Down to Earth at 8. And Boom, Boris DeLugosh, a.k.a. Hold Your Head Up High at 7. Try and play that next week. At 6, the Trouser Enthusiasts get hold of the Pet Shop Boys on Somewhere.
new Cool Cuts Countdown.
Our 1,000 years.
Pet Shop Boys at 6 then, Trouser Enthusiasts on the mix of their new single Somewhere. And classic tune, Back Around Again. Fatboy Slim getting hold of the mighty Dubcats record, a bit of incest there. The Magic Carpet Ride. At 4, Rollerblade from the Moving Melodies on AM, PM, and at 3,
Cool Cuts Countdown.
Sandy B.